Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game he believes so strongly in this wide receiver. He has been in the top 5 all season in receiving yards. Nobody can cover this guy. We've seen every type of different defense, bracket, zone. Nobody has been able to stop him this year. Let's see if he's able to have a similar impact on this game today. Back to you.
Keep an eye on that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Caught in the backfield, it's Phillips. Smashes ahead. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll try the right side. There's a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
This crowd knows when to bring it. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped from an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. And he'll just get rid of that one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Russell. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks from this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Keelan Russell. Here comes the heat. A little release to the back. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Again, it's Russell. Moving out to the right. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the 1st quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. Throwing Russell. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. To the air, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Buying some time. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running behind that left side. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Russell. And the misconnection on 3rd down. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for 6. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. On the ground, it's Phillips. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback making adjustments. Keelan Russell. Makes the grab over the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Russell. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, get a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. To the air, it's Stockton. Good timing on the quick out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Now on the option. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Give to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Throwing Russell. Got his man. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Alabama quickly back to the line. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Back to throw, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Caught over the middle. It's Riley.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you can...
Snags it and he's open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage, knocking that ball away and doing it clean? No PI on that one.
Again, it's Russell. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but the D lineman did a better job getting his big hands up and knocking that one down.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. He's got it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running to the left. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Defense not showing press coverage. forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 18 team, the Arizona Wildcats.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
And it's the Mountaineers in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Fires to the big fella. Got a little grass. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a...
There he goes! A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The give from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got the back over the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California, is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go. Turning it on to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Maybe some room here. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Riley. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Phillips. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on first down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield. But they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
Working that left side. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Corner's them room. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own. Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for them.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, what a blow for this offense. You got the football in the fourth quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up for you.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. The give to the left side. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Hunt is on its way. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Man, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gunshot.
Might have a chance. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Just shedding tackles. He's loose on the right. Touchdown Tide. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the Jets and take it the distance?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. we're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this team.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football, you got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
Here comes that Alabama offense. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Stockton. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Trying the left side. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Now, I'm going for it on fourth down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this fourth down and move the sticks.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Dogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Hill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here. And, man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, the clock is not our friend right now. The first down stops it. That is great. We got to get some chunk yardage plays, make some hay while this clock's running out.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Line getting set on second down. The run inside. It's Riley. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Russell. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
Punt is in the air. Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Really good job by this defense, understanding tendencies and what they like to do. When they're backed up and they've got this field position, instead of trying to dink and dunk or run the football, they want to take shots, make the big play. Defense more than ready, playing the deep ball, covering all of that ground really, really well.
Makes the grab and room to run. Oh, what a caught. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Dogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He wants to go deep. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Last play was a near to dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Throwing right. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
3rd and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. On the run, it's Riley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Got it! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
to the big house, Michigan Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play call and show why they've won these games 3 in a row and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll run the RPO and forward. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoff.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes a catch. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And this offense is built around this team. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The number one goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Underwood. Under fire. And they got him.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Makes the tackle at the 24, but from inside the 10 to across the 20 on the pickup of 15. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Just feeds the running back. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeps it himself. There's a little room there. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Can't get him to the ground. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Black 14. Black 14. Move.
Here's Underwood to throw. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Wolverines will try to pick it up on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback.
He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Reed. The sure hands. It's Owens. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Texas A&M going up tempo. Running inside. It's Owens. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
They feed him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Owens. Makes it past the marker. Wide open on the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
this is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll give it to him again. Powers through the defender.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Making side adjustments here. Underwood. Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Finds his big tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the right. And he could not get loose on the run. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They go play action. Bryce Underwood unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Throwing Reed. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Underwood on the play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. A host of defenders there to make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and the clock is winding out here in the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Arizona Wildcats.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
And it's the Wildcats in front against this heavyweight of an opponent today. It's early still, but this one has the potential to really shake up the rankings. Here now some other games you may have interest in.
Makes the grab in their space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. Makes the grab on third. Could not make his way to the corner. Offense still out there lining up quickly on fourth down. Fourth down, Reed. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just...
He'll take a shot. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a... Turning it on! Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And he's dragged down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And fast. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Aggies! And they turn it into a defensive score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready, ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Go. But hard.
Here's Underwood to throw. He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been...
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running inside. It's Owens. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is...
Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
That's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got
offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The offense changing the play. Knocked off his feet. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. There's some room. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. he'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations.
Snags it, and there's running room. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
On target over the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Reed fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab in the end zone. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Could be an alley. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Defense in press coverage. Here's Reed to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Setting up the screen. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Underwood, pocket breaking down, trying to set up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. He is in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Reed unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Number 38, set to advance on the football.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Play action with Underwood. Here's a throw downfield late. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the punishment has been extended. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Texas A&M 55, Michigan 29.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quarterback may change this route. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just...
There's a crease. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires...
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Texas A&M 55, Michigan 35.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
214 close. 214 close.
Throwing Reed. Stepping to the right. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.